In this video we'll look at defining schedules, noting that you must first have a schedule structure in place in order to create them. In Builder, look for the Schedule button on the toolbar on the left-hand side of your screen. Once in Schedules, look for the drop-down arrow that will display options for Schedules, Schedule Structures, and Triggers. Select the Schedule tab to open the Schedule page. A list of existing schedules will be shown on the left side of your screen. Once again, schedules can only be created using existing schedule structures, so you'll need to pick a structure first when creating a new one. Click on the Add link and then select a schedule structure from the list. You can define a name and description for this new schedule, but the most important part is adding actual dates which will be used at runtime. You can do this by populating specific dates into your schedule along with a year and a period for each. You can add this information manually, but more often than not you'll want to be uploading your list of dates for this schedule in bulk from an Excel file. To do this, select the Import from File link to bring up the Schedule Period Bulk Upload pop-up. Select the Excel file with your schedule data, click Upload, and the data is created in Enate. Before uploading your file, ensure that the schedule dates information, specifically the year for the first relevant date row, starts from the header cell in Excel value defined in this pop-up. This defaults to cell A1, but you may be using an Excel with some header info in the first few rows and columns, so the actual schedule date info might not begin until, for example, cell C3 in your Excel sheet. So make sure everything matches up here. Also make sure that the column headings in the Excel file match the grid headers in your schedule in Enate. This needs to include the year, the period, and then all the custom-made schedule date titles you defined in your schedule structure in the right order, beginning with the Start Date column. Once you've uploaded, new rows will appear added to your screen in Builder containing the dates from your Excel. If you're happy with the uploaded dates, hit Save to finish the upload process. If you wish to, you can subsequently edit or delete this data, and even continue by adding new rows manually. The screen shows all dates and periods that have ever been uploaded for this schedule. If you want to view only future dated information, you can use the option to hide previous periods that you don't want to see or work with. As mentioned, there's the option to manually add dates, if for example you only have a small number of them that you need to add. Here's how to do that. As before, click the Add Schedule link, which will bring up a pop-up where you select the schedule structure to be used first. Click on the drop-down arrow to see the list of existing structures, then select the one you want to work with. On the main section of the screen, define the information for this new schedule. You can define a name and a description, and then add as many sets of dates for as many periods as you wish. Remember to set a year and a period description for each row, and note that you will always have to enter a time component for each date. Note that all schedules and triggers are stored in universal time, so they should be entered with this in mind. You can set the status of a schedule by clicking Paused to pause it and Resumed to start it. Once you've added your dates, click Save to complete the creation of this schedule.